It is a great honor for me, and with a deep sense of humility, that I welcome all of you to this ceremony today. I want to begin by expressing our extraordinary gratitude to Mike Yasinchak, who is the superintendent of this Ardennes American Military Cemetery, for your unbelievable thoughtfulness and kindness and sensitivity. It's important for us that Frank Solomon, who has served the United States, who gave up his life, and who has been lying under a Latin cross for all of these years, tended to with such care by you and your predecessors, be returned to the bosom of his ancestral faith and to be placed today under a Jewish star.
The Solomon brothers, Charles and Frank, certainly knew that they were headed to Europe to fight one of the greatest evils that ever walked the earth, Hitler's Nazi Germany. They took the difficult decision to hide their identities, to not proclaim their Jewish faith, which would have been printed on their dog tags. And I'm sure that they probably thought, this is a little white lie that will maybe give us a little bit more protection and will easily be corrected when we return home to resume our lives. Frank Solomon never got that chance, but what he did do was give his life for the freedom of all those who Nazi Germany sought to enslave.
They come from a very, very long line of Jewish warriors. Heroism coursed through their blood as part of their DNA. And so to be willing to fight against injustice is a very Jewish thing. Brothers Frank and Charles Solomon, we honor you today for not being unusual, but being so much of a part of who we are as people willing to lay down their lives for the cause of justice, for the cause of freedom, and to defeat evil. So we thank them, and we recognize that they're part of a long line of history that brings us to this point here today.
בטרם הרים יולדו ותחולל ארץ לתבל, ומעולם עד עולם אתה אל.
למנות ימינו כן הודעה, ונביא לבב חוכמה.
Teach us to number our days, that we may attain a heart of wisdom.
My grandmother wrote to my dad in January of 1945, so that's after Frank was known to have was first missing in action, and then the confirmation that he had died. I know how deeply you loved your brothers and all they stood for to you. As for me, I die as they have died every day. I feel the agonies of my poor boys as they hurtled through the air to eternity. If I could only have been with them and in some measure comforted them. Such are the agonies I go through. How can I make adjustments? You know, time does heal. Thank you. Thank you all for coming and for doing this. It's terrific.
Lamb and Steve Lamar. Right here. And Steve Lamar worked very hard to prove that he is a Jew and to get permission to be able to change the marker.
Being Jewish carries a responsibility and an opportunity to be a light unto the nations. By assembling here today, by remembering Frank's life and service, and so many years after he made his ultimate sacrifice, and by changing Frank's marker to a Star of David, we and Frank are carrying out this sacred mission.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Very fascinating to see that there are people that carry about the religion of these people, and they come to Belgium, and yes, they do all this effort for this man.
Thank you.
We get to do what Frank Solomon did not have the chance to do, and correct the record and let the world know that he was a brave, young, Jewish fighting man.